I'm blueprint breath in the cosmic grind. Hands on steel, eyes on time. Thrusters hum like a heartbeat drum. Frames align and the star feels calm. Dusk to dawn on a ribbon climb. Sailing with the save of time. Clock hands run, we bend the line. Signal locks and the beacon shine. Hold that spark, keep it prime. Gear up, rise on thunder line. Start night, engines align. Stir up again, carrying time. Stealing light, crossing the skyline. Riding with stage time. Hear the hum, follow the line. The course, pull the line. Coast to fly, hearts in time. Curves in time. Stage of time.
I'm used to playing with yeah.
Then wake the hull with the silver line. Weld the night to the grand design. Blueprint breath in the cosmic grind. Hands on steel, eyes on time. Thrusters hum like a heartbeat drum. Frames align and the star feels calm. Dusk to
set the timestamp for 24 hours. Just set this on
Clock hands run, we bend the line. Signal locks and the beacon shine.
Friends, 2 players.
Keep it prime. Gear up, rise on thunder line. Start night, engines align. Stir up again, carrying time. Stealing light, crossing the skyline. Riding with stage time. Hear the hum, follow the line. The course, pull the line. Coast to fly, hearts in time. Curves in time. Stage of time.
Day duration to 24 hours. So this in the advanced settings. Yeah.
Then wake the hull with the silver line. Weld the night to the
It is environment, and it is the slider on environment. So you just set it for 1 day. Yeah, just set it for 1 day. So that way we enable sharing of weekends unsafe in-game scripts just in case. Yeah, unsafe distance. Enable scripts. We don't need it. No, don't. Leave it this. Yep.
Stage of time.
I'm on my starting soon screen. I will grab myself the coffee I've just put the kettle on for, and then I'll be back.
silver line. Weld the night to the grand design. Blueprint breath in the cosmic grind. Hands on steel, eyes on time. Thrusters hum like a heartbeat drum. Frames align and the star feels calm. Dusk to dawn on a ribbon climb. Sailing with the save of time. Clock hands run, we bend the line. Signal locks and the beacon shine. Hold that spark, keep it prime. Gear up, rise on thunder. Start night, engines align. Stir up again, carrying time. Stealing light, crossing the skyline. Riding with sage time. Hear the hum, follow the line. The chorus, pull the line. Coast to fly, hearts in time. Stars in time. Sage of time.
Well, hello, everyone. A couple more minutes, we'll be ready to go. A couple more seconds or minutes, we'll be ready to go. Here you go. Thank you all for waiting.
Then wait the hole with the silver line. Weld the night to the grand design. Blueprint breath in the cosmic grind. Hands on steel, eyes on time. Thrusters hum like a heartbeat drum. Frames align and the
Well,
star feels
hello, everyone. I'm the Sage of Time. You can call me Sage. Welcome to my YouTube and my Twitch channels, and Kari's. She's here with us too. So Kari's Kari's server is down, so we're going to be doing a little creative building and stuff, which I know is not the norm for our little collab streams, but hey, I mean, we're going to have to do this eventually, and I'm kind of glad we saved some of our build streams for this, so yee. But yeah, so she's going to hop on in here and join in, and we're going to have some fun building with the new blocks and stuff. And yeah, maybe get some new build ideas for our eventual base that we're going to have up in the stars. But yeah.
There's one block that I really wish I had way back in Fractured Frontier.
Oh?
I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed that they've only just released it.
Okay.
Do you wanna make a faction so we're not enemies?
Yeah, I did. I literally just started this, so I haven't even done any of that stuff. I play so many different games that I tend to forget controls all the dang time for this. Create. Mwah! You're gonna get a good laugh from this name. I'm just kidding. Okay, now feel free to apply. Look at its abbreviation. Did it not allow the abbreviation? Oh, it did. Okay. Sag. Yes. I know. I'm excited by this. I feel like this could have been done with the base game, with the base release of the original.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's bootyful.
I'm so happy about this block.
It's so pretty.
And it's slightly less PCU because it doesn't have an inventory.
Right. It doesn't need an inventory. Then there's a new, the new cockpit. I'm freaking loving it. If I can get to it. So there's an open sloped. There's an open sloped and a non-open sloped. The open sloped. There's so many things you could do with this. Small grid or large, because they have it in small grid and in large grid. So many things you can do with it. And then the
Yeah.
non-open, it's like it's okay.
Ugh.
Like I have fallen and I can't get up. I pressed the wrong button.
Okay, I love that they've set the hitbox up of the open the way they have.
Right, and you can literally walk in it.
Inside it.
Pretty much.
And if you crouch, you can get even further out. You can actually get.
It's revolutionary. For people who have been wanting an open cockpit, like a cockpit you can actually walk into, since the game released.
And
this is revolutionary.
So these used to be a mod. Now it's
half block stair. I've been pestering. I've been saying this every time I play Space Engineers. I continue to say every episode, boy, it'd be wonderful to have half block stairs. And it looks like they probably didn't listen to me. I'm probably not that special. But half block stairs, one block staircases. Then there's the super steep ones that take up half a block space but go up a full block, I think. And those are I haven't even looked at those, but like they're revolutionizing the design of the game. I won't be using stairs from the base game anymore. This is I'm only using these from now on. I'm sorry if that means you'll have to use my stuff. You'll have to buy the DLCs. I'm very sorry. It's only freaking $5. It's not the end of the world. So we went from this to this. I'm gonna be honest with you. This looks
good thing
better.
About this one is that you can do this.
Right. Again, if you need to go up 2. But if you want this but can't go up, but only need to go 1, you got this. But then there's a version of the stairs, one of the older stairs. They did an old version of the older stairs that's super steep. Oh yeah, you can do Minecraft style stair greebling now.
Yep.
Which is revolutionary.
It is. It looks so nice. But what it also means is that we get a new climbable way to we get a new decorated 45-degree slope.
Can you place down a stair so we can get back up there? I don't want to use my jetpack. I don't have the dampeners on. The game loves to do that to me. That's another thing they've been needing to fix. All right, what else? They added a half block, weird, cool passageway extension thing that takes up like a third of the room or something that looks cool. Then there's steep stairs railing, center left and right. This is the steep boy.
Passage 2 with its new frame.
If you're building something really tight, if you don't have a whole lot of walking room in a build, but you want to use the stairs and you absolutely loathe ladders, here's the steep one that still technically counts as quote-unquote Space OSHA approved. Because it has rails that aren't laughable. Yeah. And it's got actual, if someone shoots at you, you have a little bit of defense.
Steep says center.
And then there's the new OSHA approved rails.
Oh. I didn't realize this was technically a half stair. It's in the center of the block. That's actually really nice.
All right, and they also have, that's what I was saying. And then they also have defensive covers. They're not defensive covers, but these, obviously, that's not what they're called. But they now have shooting defensive covers. They're obviously not shooting defensive covers. They're railings.
It's the new square railing.
But why wouldn't it? This is what spaceships look like. Why would anyone? Exactly. Why do you think I was so happy? They've revolutionized it. Exactly. You can now build freaking patios, space patios, and it actually be possible and not look horrible and looks like some industrial farming complex.
So there's exactly one block that I bought this pack for.
Yeah. What's that?
Although I'm pretty sure it's in the free bit.
Freebie.
There's a
Which one is this one called
that
again? The pack?
Prosperity.
Prosperity. Yow. Oh, and the round lights are pretty cool. They're nothing special in my personal opinion, because I probably won't ever use them, but as much as you might. The server racks are badass, the DLCs and the non-DLCs. But the round and square light are kind of revolutionary.
Nice. There's so much stuff that... Oh, that's just a decoration aspect. Somebody is definitely going to mod this into a programmable block.
Right. Kari, look at this. Look, we got a square light. And they're powerful enough to where you can use them in a whole... They say a whole room. But when they mean whole room, when Space Engineers player who mods like crazy talks about a whole room, they mean more like a 12 by 12. They don't mean a 3 by 3. They mean by 12 by 12.
Yeah.
So it's a good boy. It's a big
so this
area.
This has 20 meters. So it's a standard interior light.
But it's round. And you can now have headlights on you can now have actual headlights. If you can
now have really nice headlights.
You can have nice headlights that actually look like they fit on a rover. Hold on, let me get a small grid. A small grid cockpit. Watch out. Still the easiest way to do it. But because they're smaller, obviously this one doesn't place it's a center one, so it kind of sucks. But it's like now you got a headlight. You got a square front headlight.
Oh yeah.
It still sucks that it's not like you don't have a bottom right or bottom left, but you now have a headlight. It would probably look way better on the industrial cockpit, but no, not the industrial. Where are you? What's the flattest faced?
Oh, it's a 2-block long section. Oh, this is great.
What is? What I missed?
Cable run 3.
Oh yeah, I heard the cable. The cables are pretty cool too. That's more of a U. Oh, they. Oh my god, they made a two section.
It's
a 2-block wide.
It's a 2 by 1. Yeah, it's
a 2-block long, but still
2-block long for only one PCU, which is really good because you can use this for
walkways. This could be a walkway.
You can use it for walkways. You can use it as a walkway. You can use it to connect your power farms with actual cabling.
Yeah, and that'd actually be realistic.
It can still be, a walkway between them.
Hell, Kari, you could have a non-structurally supported. Well, this you could technically consider this structurally supported. I wouldn't, but you could have a non-structurally supported sky base, barely connected to a mountain, with this, and it still look cool. Still look sci-fi and fantasy, but still look reasonable within reason and not.
Yeah.
I used a bunch of blocks that don't make sense. It's gonna be insane to be built with this. Like this revolutionizes the game. Bulky hydrogen tank is pretty bad. The cable run corner, crazy. This is cool because this technically you can use it as a corner block on a ship. It's basically there's a block that's similar to that you now no longer have to use because you can just use that. And it's going to look 1,000,000 times better than it. Let me find it. Character, what is it? Large block. Where art thou? Romeo, where art thou, Romeo? Where's that block? Oh my gosh. Okay, so...
Well, that would explain why. So I'm trying to figure out why my TTS stopped working. It's because it lost my Twitch authorization.
Oh, that sucks. That sucks.
No, Prometheus, it's you.
Prometheus? I don't know if I'd call myself Prometheus, but...
Not you.
I know, I'm just being goofy. Oh, your response was epic. Okay, so let me delete this real quick so I can place this next to it so you can see what I'm talking about. All right.
I did indeed fix that Steam problem. Whoa.
All right.
I also just fixed my TTS problem.
Very cool. All right, so you could do with this. You could technically do something like that, and the sheer amount of greebling that we're going to be able to do now, just because of that corner cable.
Mm-hmm.
How much we're literally going to change it.
This one block has changed this one single block. This one right here.
Yes.
This one.
Yes. I get it.
Yeah. It has changed. This one block has changed my entire design philosophy.
And you're the designer, because you can execute your thoughts of designing. I can't.
One fucking block has changed completely how I'm going to build ships.
1 second. I just noticed this. You stepped down a 100th of a block. They've actually did the hitbox right. Yeah. Oh, you're not standing.
They've been getting so good about
at fixing their hitbox.
Hitbox to the actual.
I'm so excited.
Geometry.
I'm so excited for hitbox. That you know how revolutionary it is for as a streamer to not have to worry about looking like you're floating above a block.
Although I am happy about floating above this one.
Yeah, I still kind of hate it because I like being inside it. It's quirkier for streams, so it looks better on streams because it's quirky as hell.
Have you ever gotten stuck in a connector?
Yes, but for quirkiness, for clicks, getting stuck in a connector is better than not.
Yeah, but I mean specifically for this version of the connector, I like that it doesn't.
They did fix that, but they did for the most part fix it though. So.
Yeah, but it means that you can drive over this without your wheel going in it.
Yeah, but I feel like there's a halfway. I feel like there should be a halfway point though.
Yeah, but it doesn't screw up a 1x1 wheel, which means you can drive forklifts over it.
Right. Speaking of 1x1 wheels and driving in Space Engineers, Space Engineers 2's driving, it needs some work.
They've barely touched it.
Right now you can't put gyros on a rover. You can't even reuse a rover. It's way too damn wonky.
You 100% can put gyros on a rover. It does work.
Weird. It works, but you have to do so much more to make it work. And it's just
you just need to know more about your length to width ratio.
Yeah, well.
And where to put the gyro.
Yeah, well, I'm not a math.
You need to actually. Yeah.
What's this free stuff they added? Is it still in the same pack or
library? Yeah, it's still in the same pack.
Alright.
It's the pack as opposed to it's the update instead of the pack, or whatever the phrasing is for it.
Alright, so the battery bank is going to absolutely revolutionize power. This is going to absolutely revolutionize power in Space Engineers.
Oh, yeah.
We no longer have to use a full block space on any of our ships for a battery. That will also, size-wise, this one's the killer. This one's going to be the one that's going to change. Small grid is now viable. Small grid is actually something that you can actually do from now on.
I also really like that it runs in the
You could actually, because of this, you could technically make a small grid space RV and it still be roomy without having to have a massive hydrogen tank on the large grid hydrogen tank worth of fuel.
Yeah.
All we need now, Kari, all we need now is an oxygen tank that's the same as this, and then a what is it called? We need a hydrogen engine that's like this, that's giant like this, but still has the same power of this. And we need like a prototype, like something. We need a few more things. That open cockpit will make so yeah, we need this but bulkier We need a storage that's like this,
Mm.
one block, and has the same amount of storage as that, as this block.
We need the same profile for. We need a large cargo with the same profile as the bulk hydrogen.
Right. We need.
Because
You know, it's crazy. The cooler they make things, the more they have to change everything else. That's how they end up doing things. Because, like, if I'm being honest, you don't want. Hold on. I just saw something. Can you remove Can you remove this cargo? This cargo right here. All right. So hold on. Let's compare how this looks to how the modular looks. For a second.
Okay, this is.
It's revolutionary.
Oh yeah.
This looks like it was made in 2024. This looks like it was made in 2001: A Space Odyssey, at best. Like, and this looks like it was made in 10 years from now. This looks like it should be in Space Engineers too.
That is something I've been seeing, is that a lot of the new blocks
Are Space Engineers
the same
too.
vibe as the SE2.
Right. Pretty soon here, no one's going to touch.
I think they're trading some of their design team.
I think they need to work together, and they might need to start cycling out the old design team. Because if the old design team still wants to keep putting out stuff like this, when we can get stuff like this, they need to start cutting some people or retraining their old people to design like this. Because I'm sorry, this had its point in time in history, but this is
this
baby
this
hands.
light is just
This revolutionarily changes SE1. This right here, that right there is going to completely revolutionize the game in general.
that round light looks so much like the button from SE2.
Yes, but it also looks like a better headlight.
It does look like a better headlight, but it looks just like they put an LED as the button surface from SE2.
All right, let me turn this cockpit I'm about to place down.
How much? 7,500 liters of hydrogen. So, what are we looking at? We're looking at 500,000 capacity for the hydrogen. Let's look at the other hydrogens, the lab hydrogen, which is...
All right.
The lab hydrogen is... So it's the same amount as the lab hydrogen.
All right. Small grid,
the bulk
sloped.
hydrogen.
Small grid, open, sloped cockpit.
Okay, it's the same footprint as the lab hydrogen.
All right.
But it's a slightly different shape.
All right, Kari, if you could put two of those circular or the square, regardless, on those two blocks I put in the front. Headlights. We officially have headlights. And they will officially operate as such. We actually have hot headlights on our cockpit now. Real headlights.
And pair them up with the offset spotlights to get the full visual effect.
Okay, and then grab a type. And I think a type 1 ore detector just looks a little bit like it fits with the blockier aesthetic. Not that it looks better, but... And all of a sudden have the front of a space rover. Now, obviously, the offset lights you would want to bring the offset lights out one, obviously, with the slope, whatever it is.
Yeah. You'd want to use the 45 slope,
but we actually have something that's viable on a ship. We can actually make a real rover that you would actually have aesthetically. It changes it. It's like we no longer have to deal with, I guess we'll use a block that doesn't put out light, or we're going to use a spotlight that's technically for the inside, the roof of a room, or like we're going to use a a fluorescent bulb light from the 1930s, World War II. Like, it just, come on, y'all. Yeah, and then you could put two little things there, and then another little slope in between, or something else, like the middle gutted out version thing of that. And all of a sudden,
damn.
and all of a sudden, yeah, the slope isn't perfect. I mean, this from the side angle, that's still a bit chonky, but we've never had this. This silhouette with an actual working spotlights that actually work properly. We've never had this before. Like, this is actually a car.
Have been,
meant to be used inside of an actual house.
Yeah, have been like this one. Or,
which doesn't fit the full block. Which doesn't work.
Or the panel.
Which, again, is... That panel is a small TV screen.
For Wasteland, is that offset light?
And that, again, that works better for the back of a vehicle. For brake lights.
Look, yep. And then, of course, the corner inset and the double corner inset, they don't look good on it. But yeah, these... and then
it changes the game.
Floods were the ones that were initially really good for as soon as these came out and changed. My Rover design was this floodlight.
Now, if you're going for a slimline look, those are still better. But if you want a car that actually looks like it belongs in a city in space, where you can take the Rover into space, that looks better. Now, I kind of wish there was a single light version of that double light. So it would actually look more realistic and better. Or maybe it would just look better with the square one and not with that. Let's try the square one, see if it looks better. I don't think it will. But I feel like can you put those on top of spotlights? I think they're both about the same. I think the circle one looks a little bit more... The circle one doesn't work because of the square around it. But the square looks wonky because it's a square. If it was a wider frame, the square would look better.
This could come down to a color thing as well. Let's see. Let's just do like a completely different flat texture.
What's that half circle cylindrical block? Rounded edge. There you are.
Rounded edge, yeah.
Which, by the way, is already revolutionary. Can you remove the block behind the circle one, please? Thank you. Please, thank you. So, you go like that and put the circle one on that, it would look better. But then you have the issue of that bottom block doesn't match with that one. Is there another block that only does that would still technically mesh? Or am I?
Hang on.
Oh, you know what I just realized? What you can do? You can now... Someone is probably going to do this eventually. But you can now have a front scoop light. Because they've done that with these rounded slope corners. You can now have like an old Ferrari front light thing that pops out, that you could say pops out. Yeah, so see what I'm talking about? Hey, Kari, do you see what can you put one of the... hold on, I can get one of those lights.
Weirdly, that actually works.
A little better, yeah.
Yeah, that...
Then you could do something like that. It's a little more odd. You would probably want to use a different cockpit. But you can now make a Ferrari headlight. The one that comes up.
An MX-5 headlight?
Yeah, the one that comes up. Yeah. So now you can have a crazy vehicle like that. Or you can have a double-eyed monster like this one. It's actually not a monster. It actually looks pretty good. But like that with the open cockpit, you now can actually have a bus. Now, my question is, if you build a thing around this, have they fixed the... Oh, yeah, you can't enter it from the front. You have to go to the seat. But when you get out...
You have to go
when
to
you
the
get
seat
out,
for it.
will it put me in back, or will it put me in the front? It puts me in the back.
I think the only one that lets you go... Yeah, so the closed version, you can do a canopy entry.
Yeah, so the closed one,
But the...
if you enter from the back, it will continue to exit you from the back. But from the front, it'll continue to exit you from the front. So,
Now, let's
this
see
one
what
will
happens
still
if I
work.
just do... Let's see if it will... Okay, it's exiting us from the back properly. Okay.
You're testing it to see what the max distance is and if it's truly revolutionary. And they fixed the one issue.
Oh, we're up to 3 blocks.
Did they fix the issue?
We're about to find out at 4 blocks. We're at 4 blocks.
Looks like they might have
Okay, now
fixed the
this is
issue.
a full large block. We're up to 1 full large block distance.
Or as close as you can get with the block you're doing. They fixed it?
Okay, let's give it a test with a couple more in here.
You're gonna have to crouch. They fixed it.
I think they fixed it.
So now small grids are 100% viable.
And by the way, look at this. You don't have to crouch.
They've revolutionized it.
Okay, so that's so from
That completely changes. Like, we no longer... You don't really necessarily 100% need large grids anymore, y'all. We're that much closer to not needing large grids anymore. You're texting the max distance.
So it will sometimes spit you out forwards. So it's spit you out forwards once at that distance. But yeah, it's now 1 point. So what have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1, 2, 3. 1 point. So 2.5. 3. 51, 1.5. 1.5 plus 2.5 is 4 meters.
Which is what? Almost 2 blocks? Or
Almost
1.5?
2 blocks.
Almost 2 blocks?
And it won't even let you select it from... This is as close as you can... Like, this is as far as you can get to for selecting it.
Kari, that revolutionizes small grid chips.
They've probably fixed this for all the cockpits now.
You understand how you don't really need, honestly, I'm trying to think of why you would need a large grid anymore. Because you can get small grid bed. You have a small grid bed.
For weight, thrust to weight ratios for cargo storage.
Okay. But outside of
If you
that,
need
you don't
to-
really need a large grid anymore outside of cargo then, right?
That's why.
And
the
a
one
warp
is
drive
for-
if you don't want to do a rotor.
Yeah.
It's
And,
it's
the
basically a
large
different game now.
and
We've moved into 2027.
they've
Come on, that's
fixing
funny.
that- yeah.
We moved
Them
into
fixing this
2027.
one particular. Them fixing this thing so that this actually works properly
Yeah.
is because it was mostly working as of the last update, but it was
Give
still
or
sometimes
take.
randomly spitting you. Yeah. It was
Depending
still
on the cockpit.
sometimes-
90% of the time, if you got in the front, you would exit through the front. If you got on the back,
Yeah.
90% of the time, you'd still exit out of the front. So, the fact, and first off, The easiest fix is just to just have an opening. Just have this open. Because then it's going to force you immediate. And then you don't have to worry about the distance you come from. As long as you can select the seat, it doesn't matter.
Only giving it the one valid entryway was
the best solution. Because then you don't have to change the code of the game.
Yeah.
And let's be honest.
The issue we've had with 2 valid entry points.
Right. Let's be honest.
2 valid exit points.
This one's existence is going to create someone to make a 2-block wide one that's a 2-seater. Which then that will make it so you do not other than cargo, you really will never need a large grid until you comes to cargo.
I mean,
that's
there's
all that's left.
Already the 2-seater cockpit mod, but being able to, because they've now got this access to this model.
Yeah.
We'll be able. Whoa.
It's gonna change shit.
What they could probably do is take this code, take the right-hand wall off of one, the left-hand wall off another, and both walls off a third.
And combine and take off the windows and just extend, just to put another the centerpiece window in between the middle. Because I would much rather it be wide than have that break. I don't like the break. I don't like a break. It looks ugly.
Yeah, but this is really useful for the base code for a mod to do a multi-cockpit.
This existence is going to make modding flourish again. Then the double cables will do the same.
Yes.
And then the bulky large hydrogen, the fact that they've raised the max upper amount of a vanilla hydrogen tank will absolutely make modding like so much better for people who love to do it. Might make it a little harder for people who don't know how to do it.
Get in. Now get out. Now get in.
How?
You can't.
Right.
Exactly. We can now lock out. We can now lock a cockpit.
Right. Without using a locked door.
Without using a door.
But you have to have
single steel plate.
But the problem is you have to have a second person to do it.
But a single steel plate, and you can. Well, no, you can. You don't need a second person. You could put a projection and have a welder.
And so you would only grind it in to get it, and now you have now you have a permanent way to where people can never get in, never come steal the ship.
So yeah, so like you could use it for like a ready fighter. So the pilot gets in, and then they have to just fly the mission.
A throwaway fighter.
If they get out, they can't get back in.
Right. So it's a throwaway fight. It's the ultimate secure your shit throwaway fighter. So they can't steal your technology because it's been blown up. Because that'd be the only way. You can't take it over.
And if you do fly your mission and it survives, you fly back to just a grinder pit.
Right.
Drop it in a grinder pit. Get out.
Get all your parts back, and especially if we had lasers, to where we did lasers that relied on battery power, to where you didn't have to worry about losing the cost of ammo. Because sometimes you don't get the ammo back when you throw it in the grinders. But yeah, Kari, you could literally build a space RV now, an actual Winnebago, Winnebago, from what is that movie, Spaceballs? You could actually do it and actually have it be a viable long-term space engineer's spaceship, space home.
258.
Like Kari, like. You no longer have to make or steal a space station. Keyword steal. Because I'm not spending 3 days replicating a space station.
Yeah.
Like you no longer have to build a mobile space station. You know
This open cockpit brings the nice factor of what was the bridge helm to small grid.
Mm-hmm. To a certain level, still having
To
a
a certain level.
because I think the stairs
Just-
kind of
it-
change.
Yeah.
If they didn't have the stairs, it would be better. And if you could actually walk around it, it would be better. Like, I
Yeah,
almost would say, why do we have it? Just needs the hand controls, but the screens should be in the windows. The moment they do that is the moment we no longer need. Like, we need a version of this, but with the screens on the windows on this size for small grid. The moment that you do that is the moment it's no longer spaceships. It's what's that whale? What's that space game that people who have millions of dollars play?
Store Citizen.
Yeah, Star Citizen. It's Star Citizen ships and Space Engineers, to where it's actually you could actually say, yeah, they copied the idea without where people not being able to question it. Like, Kari, this is like
Cargo size. Okay, so the large grid bulk hydrogen is just straight up a large hydrogen tank. It is the same capacity.
just looks better and has better and has more connection points.
Has less connection points. Two fewer.
But okay,
looks
I'll
nicer.
admit, size, yes, it's blockier, meaning the walking on it's more like a square block, which I've been wanting for years. Because then now you don't necessarily have to build a frame around it, thus making it even bigger. Now you technically don't need a frame, and you can just make a skeleton frame, a skelly boy, and that'd still be okay. Does this have more hit points than the normal tank?
No, it's the same. I'm pretty sure it's bulk.
Kari, someone's gonna make this. Someone's gonna create a mod where it's instead of four of those tanks, it's 6, and it's gonna have 1.5 times the of a normal large hydrogen, and it's gonna take up 1.2.
Yeah.
This is 3x3, right?
Stats. Yeah, 3x3x3.
Someone's gonna make a mod.
Stats just with.
Go ahead.
Identical stats, but with only 4 conveyors because it's a paid item. Because so remember, anything that's in the paid section is technically worse than the vanilla item, but it looks way nicer.
Right. Well, on this block, I'm not sure it's worse. I might argue that we don't need 4 connections. We don't need 8 connections, 6, whatever. We really. Yeah. You can't technically, building wise, you really don't need 6 connections, unless you need a way to build around an issue that you have to have it, and you can't not.
Yeah.
What I will say is, this small grid hydrogen tank is better than any small grid hydrogen tank we've ever had. Because the other ones, I think,
yes.
Because have we ever had a hydrogen tank, small grid, that's one block wide, 1 block size?
It's the same size as the lab.
But the lab, it doesn't have. It has the same connection points or more.
Same connection points.
But it doesn't. But it have a. But you have to deal with the small on. But you have to deal with smalls. This one. Actually, you don't have to deal with smalls.
The lab, no. This one has smalls. It has 2 smalls on the side.
But it doesn't have a small on every single side.
The lab has 4 smalls. The bulk has 2 smalls. So it's just it's a different.
Oh, Kari, the greebling you could do with just these 2 hydrogen tanks.
Because this is visibly, this is 4 small tanks strapped together.
Quick
Because this
question:
is one
could you
really
make these a
big
walkway
tank. You could absolutely make these
on a large small grid? You can make it a walkway, or on a the combined grid, whatever it is, you could make it a walkway, and it would be and it would be just as good at looking, maybe better than these.
Yeah.
Hell, technically, if you did a multi grid, you
Well-
could technically put them on top of it, and have these support that.
Look at this. This is straight up a walkway on top of these. Standing where I want to place this. Come up here. This is a walkway.
And it's a pretty walkway. It's a four-way intersection walkway.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally pretty much a living room with a cargo container, with a container entry.
Yep.
It's
and
this in
one of the things
itself.
you could even do.
Put a support beam, and then the roof, and then you got a four-way intersection. Yep. Hell, you could put a potted plant there for all we care. It would still serve a purpose. Still be amazing. And it's got what? And it has connections on the side, so you could put this in the center of a ship, center of a space station, have a large thruster at the bottom, and it'd be your main large hydrogen thruster for a space station, and this could be the center walkway in the middle. This is that nice.
Move.
Yeah. I kind of would want, you would kind of want a more circular version of this, but yeah.
Yeah. That pipes the survival kit.
Yeah.
And that would look decent in
most situations. What you could also do, does this have a back connection? No, that's stupid. I wish it did. I wish this survival kit had a back connection. Because then you could put it one up, and you could have one on each of these pads.
Hang on a sec. I'm doing a thing.
The old I did a thing. Okay. I wish they had a transition for situations like this. You know? You know what I mean? Oh, but this right here is revolutionary. Because then you could actually build a walkway all the way around, and you don't need the center space. Revolutionary! Oh, man. Oh, man. Alright, that's beautiful. That's bootious. Bootious. Alright. You could actually have this be a platform. Because you don't technically need a landing... For just a normal landing pad, you don't necessarily need a connector. Now, what I will say is, the moment hydrogen tank like this gets a connection point, a connector point in it, is the day that it's really made. They may really put it to the point of where that would really make it so you don't have to worry about PCU. If they started building versions of the blocks we already have that have connectors on them instead of grabbing points, so it would be like a variant, a connector variant.
For something like that, I would want it to be like an even larger hydrogen tank.
Yeah, because then it would take up more room.
Like with how the structural platform is a 5x5 with a connector in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Like a 5x5
version of this.
A 5x5x5 hydrogen tank.
With a connector in the center. With a connector in the center, and then a connection, and then an opening to pull stuff out of the cargo, and these spots where there are these, but these are also out one more. So then you can make a hydrogen room. You can make a cryo room that has a cryopod on each entry. Oh, that'd be so cool.
And to balance it, it would want to have 25 million hydrogen.
And it would only be viable to put on
This
space
is
stations,
15
if we're being
million.
honest.
Yeah, yeah. So the 3x3x3 is 15 million.
Yeah. And then a 5x5 large hydrogen thruster would be like an extra large hydrogen
But
thruster.
like,
That'd be badass.
they can do so like if we take,
Because then you wouldn't need
Previous
4
one.
separate, because it would do the equivalent of. So yeah, that, but 4 wide. No, that, but 5 wide.
and also what's the so that does 7.2 meganewtons. So something that can do 10 meganewtons of thrust.
10 to 12, yeah. 12, and
Just
also
in-
I would
just-
add overclocking.
Well, no,
I would add
even
thruster
10,
overclocking. Yeah.
and even 10 because that makes math really easy.
Yeah. I would, although between you and me, I would add thruster overclocking. You know what that is? Thruster overclocking?
Oh, being able to stick an upgrade module on your thruster.
Kind of, but you know how you
Yeah.
can overclock your PC? It's pretty. It's the
Yeah,
spaceship
I know.
version.
Yes, but the way to balance it in Space Engineers would be to use a speed module.
Yeah, but I feel like you would
Or a
need to
yield
put that
module.
on. You would have to make a special hydrogen tank to do that properly, because that'd be the only place that would make viable sense to do it. And then I think we're getting into like
What's a yield?
semantics.
No, do it with a yield module. But what you do is that you put the module connector. So if you do a scale larger, you can
No,
put
hold
it
on.
like
Output.
that.
You would get you would need a new module called output module,
Well,
because you're not modifying
No,
the
like-
yield. You're modifying the output.
yeah, I know, but the yield is a good example.
It is a
That
good
is the
example.
output.
Agreed. I'm just saying, you would put a you would make a new module just so you could control what blocks the parts it would take, and it could only use it specifically on the thruster. Like it would be it's meant for hydrogen tanks and thrusters. It would give you it's basically a yield module, but for hydrogen. But yield would also do what yield would do is the gas means more. The gas would go farther with the yield. You'd be able to stretch it longer on with a yield module. But output would mean you get more powerful output. You get more acceleration. Not exactly speed, but more acceleration. You'd still be able to go faster technically, but
if there was a 5x5 thruster, that would be how I would say to stick with like a 5x5 thruster with the ability to put an upgrade module on. I'd say like with the assembler,
right.
like the vanilla assembler, how
Right.
the upgrade modules use up the conveyor ports.
Exactly. And
So then you lose potential conveyoring on it.
right.
Daisy chaining them.
Right.
Like you can add more capacity to.
Yeah,
go
but you'd
faster.
only be allowed to have 4 basically at that point.
Yeah. But with 4 of them, it would have a
2 times
500%.
I would go
Well,
200% because 500% is a bit.
Well,
Because
no,
you're already
'cause,
going a 5x. It's already going to. The max is already a 5x5 thruster. The 5x5 would basically be the equivalent of 6 of these, 4 to 6 of these. So you're already getting 4 times the
Yeah, but
output for very little more
but
space.
it would use it would multiply the amount of hydrogen use because you're flowing more hydrogen.
But you see, that's why I'm saying
Per
the
second.
yield module will give you more bang for each hydrogen. So you could do 100% more. So what you could end up doing is 100 or 50, depending on how you do it, percent more bang for your buck, and 50% and 100 to 50% more for output. Which when that and maybe speed module would raise the max speed your ship that each thruster can push your ship at.
So yeah,
Which would make you go from
Checking-
300 kilometers a meter, 300 meters to more like maybe 400, 500. at best
Well, what
with
what
the
I'm
speed.
thinking is instead of screwing with the top speed of the game, what you're doing is changing how much thrust the
Yeah,
thruster gives you.
right.
So it increases not the speed your ship moves,
Hmm.
but how quickly you get to that speed.
So yeah, that's what I was saying with the that's what I was saying with the output module. It would help your it would help. Well, they would have to figure this out. Would you make the speed module do it, or would you make the or make a new module and have the output module? Because output, it would be
Um,
what you're outputting. It wouldn't necessarily be what you're yielding or be your speed, because speed affects speed. So I feel like speed would affect
well,
your overall speed, and output would affect your acceleration because of the sheer amount of thrust you're outputting, not
so
you know.
the reason why, and this comes down to the game balance component. The
Ye,
reason why I say yield module would be the better one, at
ye,
least recipe wise,
rather than making a
is
new one.
each yield module has 20 superconductors,
Which require gold or uranium.
which require gold and either I think it's gold and silver goes into them. Whereas the speed module you can make out of stone.
All right. You know what? One of my biggest changes they need to do. You know what my biggest change they need to do?
Ah! Whoopsies!
Beautiful. Anyway, you know what's one of
Beautiful.
the. It was. It was a beautiful explosion.
That was a legitimate whoops. That was a muscle spasm. Made me right click.
It was. Been a beautiful. Oh, they made. Did they make explosions better? Because that looked way better.
Yeah.
Like that looks like a
they've
movie.
done something with the.
That looks a million times better, Kari.
They've done something with the particles.
My God, that was like I was watching a movie.
Yeah.
I like it. What the hell was I gonna say? I literally just forgot. Oh, I know what I was gonna say earlier. We should work on a rover. We should build not a rover, but a space RV, like the Winnebago of of a space. I can't keep a straight face. The Winnebago of space engineers, with the new using as many new blocks as we can, logically, and it's got to be as survivable as a large grid movable base, not including planting, because I'm not going to count planting.
Well, watch how big this is when I move at full speed.
Where are you at?
The explosion reached me.
I saw it over here. Stretch on into the horizon. That was nice. Bit drastic, but nice.
It's so ridiculous.
I like it. Oh my gosh. Why was that so close? It was all the way down there. Did you drop something on me?
I dropped it on my own head by accident.
It looks like there's a piece still that survived barely down there. All right, so yeah, let's build with the new blocks. Let's build what we would build as a mobile home on wheels, space mobile home on wheels.
Do you want to clear the weather? And can you also give me admin so I can
Yeah, do all this stuff.
because I do not want to build something like that in
And
the Alps.
survival. Yeah. I forgot you're still on survival. Is it just
no, I was in creative. No. It was just that we're in the Alps and I don't like building stuff like that in that sort of
players? I think is what it is, and then I just. All right, you got the rank right below mine, so it won't bring you up higher than it.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
And then take me to wherever you are.
Me.
Okay. I wish you could teleport others. Be so nice.
I'm in my favorite building location, the savannah.
Is
on
it
top of the plateau?
entity list and then players, characters?
Yep.
Teleport here. Player control. Escape. Well, yeah, the
This is my
savannah's pretty
favorite
good.
place to build.
Pretty flat. Looks like a Windows wallpaper.
Well, this is also one of those places where when you're running with the water mod, it's because it's got this because it's a savanna on top of the mesa. You've got this lowland desert next to it.
Yeah.
So you can also have a deep water location, which is really nice.
Or
so
an
what
island,
scale are we building in?
Small grid. To prove the point of small grid. I don't know where you went, but oh, there you are. I see the.
Yeah.
I see that little dot over here.
So first things first. Give us a yeah. Give us this followed by this. Remove this. This would have been a lot easier if you had enabled build vision, but thankfully
I didn't add any mods just because I didn't. Sorry.
Yeah, I know, but like build
Would you
vision
rather
would
this
have
be at a
made
corner?
our lives.
Would you rather this be coming out of the side than the bottom?
No,
Oh,
this
okay.
is where I want this. This is specifically where I want this because it makes building way easier.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I vote.
Wait, not done yet.
All right.
Damn it. So what we are going to be building off of is this. So that we can just drop it off when we are ready to go.
All right. You want to put the back bumper on?
I'm putting the back bumper on. You already know what I'm doing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I hate that I'm predictable.
You're not that. It's not that. You're not that. It's not that bad. Again, we're building a space mobile home basically. So.
So I'm ladder framing it out.
Oh yeah, the inside's gonna be. I forgot the inside has to be walkable on that. So yeah, I was like, this is gonna be wider than I. Oh yeah, I forgot what we're making. Like it's gonna have wheels, but we're never really gonna use them. The wheels are more for landing than driving, I guess.
5, 6. Yep. There. Central beam it. Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
We now have a ladder frame to build from.
Cool.
It's less of a ladder frame and more of a truss frame, but yeah. I have jokes.
You have jokes, joke maker. So this is the back bumper. If this is the back bumper, and the back wall would be 1 in, I guess.
Leave 1 clear. There you go.
Right?
Now it's a ladder frame.
So the back bumper would be that, right? So that would mean that the back wall would be like this, right? The floor of the back wall?
The back wall would be like that, but we can...
The floor of the
some
back wall.
funky things. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got quite a bit of room to work with.
Yeah.
What wheel size do we want to go for the rover aspect?
Big enough to where when it lands, it won't snap in half.
Okay, 3x3s then.
But not, we don't, but we also don't, we want to look realistic, but not too small. Is that 3x3?
That's 3x3.
Bigger. We would need 5x5, I guess, then. I bet. Technically.
Okay,
If 5x5
I'm gonna
exists.
go with- Yeah, 5x5 exists. It's the biggest scale.
I know, I'm just being goofy. I know you'll like it. I know you'll like me being
Right.
crazy. Why y'all watch me. I thought we had bigger wheels than that. Do we not?
Oh, good. That's the 3x3 again, damn it.
Yeah, that's just gonna. Okay, I'll correction. It's gonna look like it's just gonna snap in half.
Yeah. I accidentally when no, that positioning is not gonna be any good. I have to bring it in from underneath, damn it.
And I would say that we might want to have this longer if we were going to truly do a Winnebago style. Right?
So if we go downwards.
Yeah, it would need to be a little long. It would still same width, but longer. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Mm.
Maybe a smidge more, but probably not.
We can overshoot the frame.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, and that does then the cockpit will hang a little over with the underhang. Yeah, that's a bit right. Then it'll look right. You're right. We're building a Winnebago, an actual space Winnebago.
The important bit here is figuring out where the batteries need to go, which is the scaling that I'm using here is so that we can fit batteries in.
Oh, the battery bank is there's a small grid battery bank, so we can work this into the Kari.
Where's the small grid battery bank? I forgot about the new. Like I'm used to a particular brain.
I know you are, but my God, I'm saying that in an excited way. Kari, I'm excited. You know, we could technically have this on the underside. Look, and still have the block. Look, Kari, and we can still have it be as a part of the normal build of the vehicle, and it be mostly hidden, and have a crap ton of them. You know, a metric hecton, if you will. And it still be seamless.
You want to run them in like this?
Yeah, because obviously they're not going to land on that. They're not going to land on them. We're going to be in space. Yeah. I think we might want to make the wheel. Well, the wheels look stupid if they're any bigger than that.
But that's also the biggest the wheel can go. That's
Damn.
5x5.
Unless we super grid it, but then it's not going to work properly.
Yeah.
Even though they technically would be only for driving, only for landing anyway, but still.
I'm gonna redesign how these batteries go in. Basically, I'm gonna change the framing out.
Make better slots.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3.
Alright, so okay, so I just thought of something. You know how the Winnebago has the weird swoopy front?
3.
Well, you could put the bulky hydrogen tanks. You could probably work them into that, looking proper. I don't know how, but they definitely have the weird front bulky swoopness. I think you could put them in the front if you really wanted to, immediately under the cockpits. Yeah.
Yeah.
It would never need more battery power. Of course, again, I don't know how good these are on battery. So.
Nice. Easy way to check. If you just throw just a quick
Cockpit.
rando
Quick
cockpit
yeah.
on, then we can check the battery bank. 4 megawatts. And a regular vanilla battery is... It's regular battery.
I mean, it's the same size, just square.
Yeah.
And let's be honest,
So it's this.
these look 1,000,000 times better than the normal battery.
It's the same as the original battery.
And I will say that these
Yeah.
look better than that. Let's be honest with each other. These look 1,000,000,000 times better.
And there's a... Oh, should I slot them the other way so that it looks like we can pull the batteries in out from under the vehicle or from inside the vehicle?
We wouldn't be pulling them out from the inside because we still have to put in the floor.
Yeah, but like
Are you saying flip them completely to where they would be a part of the floor and we're just walking on them all the time?
Yeah, I would do that, wouldn't it?
You see what I'm saying?
No, I just lined it up wrong.
All right. So my only thing is, then we're walking on the actual front of the battery.
Yeah.
For the inside of a spaceship that makes more space sense, and it is a space Winnebago, so sure. It'll look more spacey on the inside and more Winnebago on the outside, so yeah. I like it. You know, it'd be even cooler if you could actually pull them out.
Yeah, but that's SE2.
I understand, but I feel like that they keep making excuses. That's just an ongoing excuse for them for making it better. For just backwards compatibilitying it, you know?
Well, no, a part of that is the way the engines work is completely different.
Yeah. Well, I know, but
VH3 works, yeah.
They could backwards compatibility patch it, or they could, I don't know. I feel like there's a way to do it. Anyway, time to put in floors?
Trying to figure out if 4 wheels is enough or if it should be 6-wheel drive.
Well, to truly fit the Winnebago, I think there was one that had 2 back wheels on both sides, but you would have to put them both in the back for it to be truly Winnebago. I also really hope this is going to be, how we're doing this is going to be airtight. Hey, would the 2 cockpits swoop up? The 2 cockpits would swoop up, right? I think so.
Do you want to use armor or do you want to use floor fill?
Probably armor.
Maybe.
It's going to require more thrust if we do armor, though.
Oh yeah, the trusses. I don't think the trusses are airtight.
Right, that's what I was saying with the battery. You might want to. That's why I was skeptical about the battery because of the truss.
Yeah, no. You don't put your floor inside your frame anyway.
Well, technically, this is really. You're right. So this would be armor. You're right. If anything.
Yeah. So you could armor fill that, or we can run componentry in that spacing. So don't fill the trusses. At all. Just leave them empty for the time being.
Alright, so the floor would be 1 up. Does that mean we should move the batteries 1 up if we truly want to be able to pull them out?
Well, basically, you can make it look like I think it's less about making it be like directly we can pull it out, and more making it look like you can lift a floor panel to pull them out.
Yeah, and I think the blue on the bottom looks far more like the Spaceballs Winnebago, having the blue on the bottom than the yeah. Like if you've ever seen the movie, that looks a little bit more accurate. So yeah. Of course, I think it would be all the way through, not with full line from front to back, if we're being exactly perfect. But I'm no genius.
To start with, I have no interest in actually doing one-to-ones or anything.
I don't either, because they didn't have cryopod in it anyway, so it wouldn't be one-to-one anyway.
Never ever try and make a perfect replica of something. Always.
Never ever did I. Once did I ever.
An inspiration.
Yeah.
From it.
Yeah. So 2 beds, 2 cryopods, and a survival kit.
This is a very basic interior floor. If we need to remove the 3x3 floor, we can. But the way I'm trying to do this for minimum PCU for as many things as possible.
Hey, what are these blocks called? The 1x1 version of those 3x3s?
Floor center.
Why does anyone build with the normal ones anymore? These floor centers are so much better.
They're not quite as strong as armor, and they're also non-deforming. And they're a little bit cheaper because they use interior plate.
None of that sounds like that much of a problem. Like, I don't... Because, like, look, because then you don't have to have those damn crappy corner edge things. So, like, this back... Like, right where the... Oh, I think I just accidentally removed one of the trusses. Oh, well. How do you get back used to playing this game? Because then, like, here, you could have the outside of the ship actually look like it actually would look with these. So why would you use anything but the floor centers? Now, obviously, I would want to spin those around, because... no one's going to look under there, but... How did that... Yeah, I needed to spin it. I didn't spin it properly. Oh, well. A little semicircle doesn't be the end of the world there. Yeah. That's a good start flooring. All right, and then so for cockpit, I say we use the new open.
Yeah, but I say we also hold off in placing the cockpits just yet.
Oh, completely agreed.
Give it some, let's build out our interiors.
Hold on, would you have one? No, I want to try to use the... Yes, you would use this because it has the right angles. It's the only one with perfect angles to make it viable. With what I'm aiming for. So yeah. Okay. 100%. Back axle. Agreed. Front axle.
One more block. The mass of this will not let it drive properly with 5x5s on without being a dually.
Without it being a what?
Steering is without being a dual rear. So 6-wheel drive, but it is long enough to account for 6-wheel drive nicely.
I will say that the front would basically do the turning, but again, those wheels would mostly just be for landing.
For space engineers' reasons, the back wheels will counter steer 5 degrees, but that's just because space engineers' physics wants these backmost ones with a 5-degree counter turn, and then these central ones not turning.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that again, that's fine. I'm just saying.
Yeah. This is just a case of space engineering the things, like things we need to do to account for how SE works.
Yeah.
Or less things we need to do and things I prefer to do for quality of life when driving.
Yeah. Agreed.
Because long rovers that are
Again, not
only
that we'll be doing
front-wheel
much driving
steer-
in it. Not that we will be doing much driving in it, because it's more of a space Winnebago than it is planetary.
But if it has wheels,
we might as well use them. Yeah.
if it has wheels, it has to be able to use them
True.
competently.
Agreed. Because then what's the point of having wheels? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. It also, just because of the sheer size, it might be better to have 8 than 6. But we'll drive it just to foolproof test it, and if we feel like 8's going to be better, we'll make a more drivable version for 8, so we can have an alternate version.
Can we? I think we can pull it off.
This really is going to be this is basically going to be a small grid mobile base, which is really the intention in the first place. But now the only thing we need to make this work, we might have to super grid it in, is a small, like a refinery, I wish there was a small grid refinery and a small grid refinery, small grid assembler, and small grid whatever the other one is. Constructor? I don't know.
No, you've already named all of the SE1.
Refinery and assembler?
That's all we have.
Refinery, assembler, survival kit. There needs to be a small grid version of a refinery and assembler. Because then we can make this truly. Then small grid, you really don't need big.
Yeah, if you like there's a reason they didn't do that. It's just a gameplay.
To make large grid,
to make
you have a large grid. Yeah.
To make large grid relevant.
Which I understand why they do it, but I don't like it or agree with it. It doesn't like me walking on small grid. It wants me to be underneath it. It's looking nice so far.
Keep in mind this is sitting on top of a subgrid that's on top of a subgrid.
Yeah.
So
it's subgridded to a subgrid, which is subgridded to a subgrid. I'm just kidding, because that would technically be 4 subgrids, but yeah. Technically, because of the wheels, yes. Which I understand why they do it for the game's programming. The wheels are subgrids, but in real life, wheels would not be subgrids if we're talking about how they actually work in real life. But
no, they think about the difference between sprung and unsprung weight on a car.
If we're counting the axles as a separate entity, technically, yes.
Yeah.
Trying to think if there's a spot. No, there's some vehicles where the axle is actually a part of the frame. But most of that's like tractors and farm vehicles. So that does exist in real life, in ours, but not in this. But for normal everyday cars, no, it would technically be right. It would technically be the real life version of a subgrid. Although I will say on some I think on Winnebagos, the back axle actually was connected to the actual. Like a lot of times, the back axle sometimes isn't even a part of the full axle system. It was its own.
It depends on.
It was a part of the ship.
Truck chassis it was built onto.
Yeah. And only the one that would turn would be its own axle. Or sometimes there was no. Sometimes there was actually I think it's mostly trucks that wouldn't have they don't even have axle based systems, which sometimes is better for certain situations. Like if you're like a super massive big rig, which I don't think they have very many of. Like I think they're like 2 car lanes width or 2 or 3 car lane widths. Those don't use axles because you just can't. They use wheel mounts.
Yeah, it's a totally different.
Yeah, but
it's a totally different configuration.
But technically, they're a million times better at turning, which I've always. They can't. If made right and engineered properly, they can technically turn at a more turn. It's much more wiry, but they can turn at wider turn frames, wider and tighter.
It's because every wheel is its own
Rotary, yeah.
Like, yeah, every wheel has steering on them that they can engage,
and they can ball turn. They can ball turn in any direction. Yeah.
Is every single wheel is set up as a front wheel.
Right. They can all turn up. But they can also turn up and down, which is another weird thing they can do. That's the other weird thing about them, which also makes their springs insanely powerful. It would be nice to someday have that on ordinary street trucks, like off-roading trucks. Would be amazing to have a spring that powerful on a truck. You know how comfortable it would be to ride and drive a freaking truck with that? Oh. Technically, wouldn't those be hydrogen?
They're for atmospheric landing.
Only when we're atmospheric, yeah.
Yeah. Just to soften the atmospheric.
Soften the landing, soften the blow, whatever.
Yeah.
For the sheer mass we're going to have on this, you might want to quadruple that amount, though. Just for barely a break at all. Yeah. I hope that's enough gyros. Or detector. You probably would want a super grid, a large grid. Just because of its size.
No, wrong word. We're not super gridding. We aren't making a blueprint of a large grid item, going in and changing the large grid definition to small grid. That's what super gridding is. Super gridding is actually a hack.
I know, I'm messing with you, but yes, I would love to. I just feel for the size of the ship, you almost need a large grid.
We can.
But you know what?
Really had to. We can do.
You know what I mean.
We can road amount something if we wanted
to. But if we're just shipping it out on Steam and Mod.io, technically no, because we want it to be more accessible for everybody. So
yeah,
we'll have the accessible version, and then we'll have the Kari and Sage private version. Are we gonna make it a brown and beige like the traditional Winnebago, or are we gonna Sage and KariFae it? Every time we've made something together, it had something to do with the color purple or grapes. What should we? The human hauler. The human hauler. Hell, we could just call it the mobile home. I love that little sound you make sometimes. Makes me giggle. That's part of the reason why I get kind of annoying with you sometimes, is that I get to hear that noise.
I'm also dealing with over 200 milliseconds of ping. Okay.
I got you. I know. It's all good.
Dealing with 261, you normally only deal with 200. It's... The frustration is real.
Frustration station. I feel ya.
Which means,
There's so much room for activities. I'm sorry, I had to make that quote.
okay, so that's...
Gosh.
3... 6... If we go...
I just realized how phenomenal the headlights are going to look on this because we've made the front so wide.
Mm-hmm.
I think you would only need... Well, it depends. Do we really need 2 drivers? It might look better with 1 cockpit.
I'm figuring out the spacing.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And I've got mirror mode enabled, so...
Yeah. I kind of feel like this needs a large grid version of this, but you really can't do that, can you?
Not really.
Damn it. Well, it's gonna...
No, well, we can. There is a way to do it. Just give me a second.
I'm also technically trying to intentionally do a small grid only. So with the new, specifically with mostly the new blocks, or at least as much as we can with the new blocks. You know, technically we could have these still be. You could technically make a patio in between the two, a small little patio. Space patio in between the 2 cockpits with that new railing. If it's in small grid, that is.
Timer block. Let's grab a control panel. Because you'd not make this easy for me by not giving us...
No, you don't have to do this. I was just saying. Because if you don't, then technically you could make this little area up here a little patio. In between the 2.
Yeah, I know. I'm just showing what it would look like if we did.
Alright. Where you could drink your space coffee
chill,
and...
Just chill out.
Your engineered coffee is engineered coffee.
Let me
Which
do
I
my...
love. I think he was freaking genius by making himself or naming himself engineered coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that he made a mod with someone's help, I don't know if he did or didn't, called Engineered Coffee. Genius. You would really have to find a way to cover up those pistons. Not the pistons, the rotors.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
If you could cover up the rotors perfectly, yes. But... That's a whole lot of ass work.
I'm still doing shit. Give me a second here. I'm doing cool stuff.
Would you extend the stairs off of this? And would it be the other question is, would it be a half block?
Move. Gotta get it down to that, right? Hang on. Gotta...
Hey, Kari, could you do a half block stairs off of that?
That's what I'm trying to do. You keep saying words. Okay. Can I move this one? I'm trying to figure this out. This is really wonky.
Another question. You might not, if we did this, I don't think we could use the open unless we make the top, the actual walking area, large grid. You see what I'm getting at?
Yeah, I know. I am aware.
Which technically would mean you only really need 1 rotor. if you were truly to do it that way.
Okay, this would have to... Alright, I see what would have to happen now. This is really annoying.
Yes. That's why I'm saying if you don't want to do it.
What
That's why I was saying that.
have to do... What I would have to do to make this work is absolutely disgusting.
No, technically. I think. Alright. Or you could put the rotor in the middle.
Ah! You love walking right into where I'm about to
Sorry.
place a block.
Sorry. Hey, Kari, try putting it in the middle.
Build up to it. Yeah. I'm just trying to get a sense of scale. That's the scale that would happen to use the stairs.
Nuh-uh. Not if you put the rotor in the middle.
No, there's a build collision.
But what if you put the rotor in the middle and do it all from the middle?
Doesn't matter if I put the rotor in the middle, it doesn't change the height.
So you wouldn't be able to attach this on the side of something in the middle?
The way I could offset it, I'd have to do a lot of work to make it do that, and then I wouldn't really be able to attach the rotor head without, having another ship fly in and attach it, or we'd have to rotate the entire thing on its side.
Patio it is. Front patio it is.
Yeah.
The door right here, and then a nice little standing room only.
Excuse me? Where are they?
Where's the gun? What do we hear a gun?
Did I hear
Oh, that was you?
No. I am missing this so much. Go away.
So the one on the right we're not using anymore, right?
No. I was just wanting to see how I'd be able to make it do the thing.
Oh. Now that's good. Now that's satisfying. That explosion makes it so much more fun. Oh. That's so satisfying.
I'm giving us an anti-wolf dome.
Oh, that's so nice just being able to... Oh, that explosion helps so much. This is pretty beefy, though. 2 RPG shots, and I finally separated a wheel. Yeah, see? It's pretty dang beefy. Those batteries help with the beefiness.
If you have 2 rocket launchers, you can quick change between them and they instantly reload.
Oh, that's... Oh, that's so cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Does it do that in survival?
No, I think it's a creative bug. When they first came out, it did work in survival, but it was very quickly patched out, but left as a creative only feature.
I can see it hitting the tree over there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a massive improvement particle-wise.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, back to the ship. We've had some fun.
Yep.
Oh my. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Okay, so
Oh boy.
it's called bunk, that's right. We can sleep so many people.
Well, it's because it's supposed to be a setup to actually like where you could actually live in it and build crap in it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's the height. Man, how many gyroscopes does it take to blow up one of these cockpits?
One or two.
Well, it's not blowing up, so is it because we're in creative and it's just fucking with the? I'm using a large grid. Huh, interesting. How about a reactor?
Oh. So I did not realize that the angled door works in small grid. What the butts? Why are these wolves?
How are these reactors surviving from this fall? I don't get it. Mess.
Got a target.
There we go. Finally. Watch out. Watch out. I'm trying to blow this off up.
Yeah, they're all critically damaged.
How bad is the cockpit? Is it actually taking damage finally, or?
At 69%. You've taken
much?
out 30. You've taken out 37 bulletproof glass.
I seriously don't understand how this reactor can survive this fall and not blow up.
Excuse me?
I don't understand how this reactor, like how some of these reactors aren't breaking when they hit the ground from this height.
It's no more damage. Still, try increasing your speed. Because then they're not actually getting very fast when you do that. Still only lost. No change. Try a hydrogen tank.
It's
Sure, it's
a
my
reactor,
hydrogen tank.
though. It's a uranium reactor.
Yeah, there's no explosives in it.
That doesn't. Yeah, I guess.
Try just dropping a small hydrogen tank and see what happens. And I'm gonna heal this back up to full. It's now back to
Small,
full.
she says.
Well, yeah, we can go small, then we can go bulk, and then we can go large.
Small.
No, I meant a small
Small. It is technically small in some senses.
Okay, that only did 18 points of damage.
That's ridiculous.
It's down to, 18 bulletproof glass was broken. It's down to 84%.
That's ridiculous.
Is this the large grid? Yeah, this is the large grid.
That's ridiculous. It's a freaking hydrogen tank with nothing in it. But
No, they've half full when you do that.
okay. That's not what I meant to do. Okay. Now that was a fantastical explosion.
Okay, so the industrial cockpit only got dropped down to 72%. And the slope
might wanna
is
stand
now
back.
at 41%. Okay, the slope is now broken.
All right, let's see if it finally broke. It still survived.
No, it's broken. It's broken.
It's broken, but it didn't blow up.
Mm.
It's finally damaged. That's crazy.
Yeah. Cockpits are strong as fuck. Also, fun fact, turrets don't aim at the cockpits anymore.
Is that still the same one, or this is a different one, right?
This is still that same one.
But it's not smoking. That's a small grid one. We did that one. Did that one earlier, I think. Is it gone? Or did I launch it?
No, you broke it.
Okay. Good. I'm just like, good. About damn time. So are we gonna do a little patio, or are you planning on sinking these in to the ship?
Okay. At 100 meters a second, it broke the cockpit when I threw it. I was just looking at the height from the side. Like how tall we want it to be for the scaling.
I'm gonna say no to this door if we use this door.
Yeah, no, I was just looking at how it looks in the small grid.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's a nice idea, but Prosperity didn't add doors.
No, and we don't have many door options.
Which is annoying. It's just still very annoying. I really feel like the offset door should have the normal door should have a small grid version. Oh, the centered door does. But not the centered half. Or at least it's acting like it does. And I'm going to say, Kari, we're probably going to want it to be it to be, what are those called? Because we have the room on the ship, we're probably going to want it to be an airlocked one.
Mm-hmm.
and my vote. Are these all the same width, pretty much?
They're all the same width. Yeah.
Which one's the
offset,
best? Which one's the best for your ping?
They're all about the same. Honestly,
Except
they
for
are all equally terrible. The offset one's the worst.
So we won't be doing the
All of-
offset.
Yeah, these three are equally terrible, but the glass one at least lets you see
The last one lets you
what's
see.
going on.
Does this one give you a more clearance? Just a smidge, or no?
No, they all have the same clearance.
So I would say the glass one when you're when for the outside, but then this to get in, so there's a little bit more privacy. So like it would be this one would be the first one, and then the second one would be this one. So at least we have some privacy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
do you want it
the
to be
question
a
would
side
be-
entry, or do you want it to be by the front right door? By the front right entry.
We have so much room for a small grid. We could do both.
Okay, sounds like me. Sounds good to me. Now, the only thing I will say is I kind of want to sneak a small refinery. I want to sneak a small refinery and a smaller assembler on here if we can. Basic probably is what the best we'll do, if possible. In a perfect world, hooked up. If we can't, that's fine.
We can through connector. We can make like a little notch with a connector that we can drop it into, and it can just be perfectly snug.
Okay, that works. Because I want to future-proof it. People are going to hate us because it's a super grid, but
well, no, because it
well, it's supposed to be like when Ray Efreet asks, "Why do you need privacy? What sneaky things you gonna do?" LOL. It's less about sneaky things and more about replicating the concept of it being more like a mobile home in space or a Winnebago in space than an actual like we want windows to see out, but we're gonna have a crap ton of windows anyway. So it's like it'd be nice to have a door to where at least in the airlock, when you get out of the airlock, there's a place where you can, like, if you got really mad at somebody and you want to roll your eyes, at least you can still go in and roll your eyes without them seeing you. That kind of privacy. And then maybe a recharge panel here or something on the other in the airlock.
Yeah.
Like small little quality of life perfections, minor little accoutrements. Because you wouldn't want the you could put the survival kit in there, but I don't really think you need it per se. It's big enough for 2 people. Yay!
That's why I made it a 90-degree version.
Yeah. And then would you want to replicate it here as well? Because then you could put the cargo.
No,
you could put cargo right there.
No. Because the other side would be up the front.
Oh, you want to do a back left and front right? Okay, that works.
It's a thing I've seen on an actual RV build.
Yeah, you're right.
Like
More of
it's
a modern
functional
way of doing
RV
it,
build. I have seen on a functional RV.
I like it. I like the idea.
Now, this section back here will be a utility cabinet.
What happened to the big red ship? We're in a creative world right now. The server's down right now, so yeah. Do we want to have access to the utility?
I'm doing some stuff. Just
all right.
need some. By utility, I mean it is where the refinery will be connected.
All right. Refinery and assembler.
And basic assembly, yeah.
Basic and basic, probably.
Yep. Yep.
What's the smallest non-basic assembler? Is it only 2 blocks big? 2 large grid blocks? Or the refinery? I don't know. Oh, is this something we're going to be able to eject
Yes.
in emergencies?
Yes.
And are we going to build an escape pod attachment? Escape pod version as well? That'd be cool.
I need to raise it 1 block. Okay, there you go. That pulls it into alignment. Control panel. Lock. Not used for parking.
Wow!
Control panel. Not used for parking. Okay, so 1 basic assembler. And
Refine that.
1 basic refinery.
The normal refinery, is it also 2 blocks?
No.
Is there not a 2 block version of the refinery that's not basic?
No.
Damn it.
No.
Damn it.
This is the regular refinery.
I thought there was a 2... Oh, I'm thinking of the assembler, aren't I?
Yeah, you're thinking of the assembler.
Yeah, and we wouldn't need a... If you really needed anything more than this... You know...
Okay,
You would have a base. You would have a base, and it wouldn't be for travel. You would have a base for that. This is just an attachment.
I'm gonna...
And
So
technically...
It's...
Technically, with economy, you wouldn't need anything more than this. If you're trying to go fully mobile home, small grid mobile home, because you could just do economy for the other parts, right?
Yeah. Correct. You just buy your other parts and
Right.
everything.
And then what you could
This
also do
lets
is
you do all your basic repairs
right
out of
with this. You could also have a another attachment that's like a cargo expansion with like a large grid cargo expansion for this.
Yeah. A large grid, small cargo expansion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you could just swap it out for. But I mean, like the connector is cargo.
Yeah. So you could swap out this top part for 2 and the bottom part for this for 1. So you'd have 4 more storage. It'd be a 4 times
Yeah,
storage.
you could add 3 small grid cargoes to it inside the same footprint.
Which is pretty bad, quite the advancement.
Yeah.
And this would be a you'd probably have to put a battery on it so it doesn't despawn. If you're doing that with your game, by the way, y'all. So you'd probably have to add it on, but
It depends on how you have your cleanup enabled. And you could switch out the top pair for a full assembler.
Right. And put a basic refinery on the back. And it'd be stick out a little.
Yeah.
And that would be like the advanced version. The advanced assembly version. Well, of course, with the assembler, the large assembler, you really don't really need a refinery as much, would you? Wouldn't you? Would you? Basic max.
Yeah. So that would be a competent upgrade.
This right here would be with this and a battery would basically just replace a base at that point.
Effectively.
Yeah. Now, you'd want a cryopod if you're in survival, obviously, but... So this would be like the starter expansion. This would be the upgrade to the starter. So that's a starter. This is the advanced. I would say if you would make this one any more advanced, you would add a large grid battery, or you would put one of those battery panels, one or two of those little battery panels on the right side of it, because you have the room for it. You know.
Yeah.
I'd be pushing it, but.
Yeah, that gives this vehicle a small utility platform.
Yeah.
So.
What's the battery bank offset? I don't know. I haven't tried that one yet. Anyway, so what you could do is
battery bank offset
with the advanced. This would be the advanced version, and you would just put one there and like one there, and that would be the advanced version. Because I don't think you'd need more than. I don't think you'd need more than two, you know? I don't think on the advanced, I don't think you would ever need more than two. You could use 4, and then you could run the assembler and refinery independently.
Yeah.
Right?
So there's battery bank offset and then battery bank. Okay, it's just the other way around.
All right. So what you could do is
offset and the battery bank they're just mirrored.
Yeah. So you could have it like this right here, and this could be this right here would be the advanced module.
Yeah. Because you would need more battery for powering the full scale assembler.
And it technically would be a battery expansion whenever you're not for the ship. Not that you really need it that much, but it would be nice to have because you could be able to run the ship longer.
Yeah.
And this would be the moderate. Before the batteries would be the basic. Then 4 batteries on that. 2 batteries would be the moderate.
I think
and then this is advanced.
Yeah.
Right.
I think that would actually make it the better basic module.
So that's the basic plus. This is the advanced, and then for the advanced plus, I think you would just add another battery in this one final slot. Or you could put a reactor on it, but I think that's pushing.
Yeah, a small grid reactor would work, but it would be...
So this right here would probably be the advanced plus. And then if you really want to get hinky and funky, you could probably fit this upside down if I can flip it. No, not delete. You could go like that for the advanced plus.
The connector position is very important.
Yes. But like this right here would be like the max you could get with it, to the point of anything more would just be like excessive, borderline excessive.
Because you also have to remember that you've got to be able to fly and drive with this module on.
Right. This is the most you could go.
Yeah,
what could you put there? What could you put there instead of the 2 batteries on top? You could put a solar panel. You could put the food thing, the algae. You could replace.
Algae farm would, yeah.
You could leave 2 for the 3 batteries there, and then replace that the top 2 side ones with an algae, and the very top with a solar panel. And then that would be the engineer special, is what we would call that.
Algae farm
on the side
algae farm would have to have the.
It's too long, isn't it?
The other way around.
It's too long. Yeah.
It's just a positioning thing with conveyors.
Yeah.
So that would have to go there, and then that would have to go there.
No, I was Kari. I was talking on because the solar panel would go there. Well, you could put the solar panel on the top, on the side top. Hold on.
But yeah, so that's how it would have to orient to put an algae farm into it.
And then for the back, you'd remove those. Or is this too big? I feel like the solar panel is too big.
Yeah, the solar panel's a little bit too wide.
You could put it off the back, but they need to have a half-size solar panel.
Yeah, it'd throw stuff out of whack. You should be better off running a reactor.
Yeah, you could run it off the
hydrogen
back.
Engine and a small hydrogen tank.
You could run it off the back. It would just look unique. No, you could run it off. If you remove one of the batteries, you could do this, and it would still fit in. It'd be a pain in the ass, but it would still fit in. You probably would want to do the left, not the right, like that. And you'd still have 4 batteries. Hey, Kari, what do you think? You'd still have the 4 batteries, and then if you ever had to place it as a temporary base, this would count as a staircase. But you'd probably want the left just because... I mean, the left. Yeah, you might want the left. Would you want the left? It really depends. This would be better if you had to place it down because you could use this as a staircase. See what I'm saying, Kari?
Hang on. I'm brainy.
Pinky and the brain.
Yeah, that could work.
And this
Actually,
would be
if
the
you're doing
space, the engineer special right here.
If you're doing that, I would go with stupid hitboxes.
Now keep in mind, this one algae farm would not feed one person. It would have a hard time feeding one person. Just so y'all are aware of what that's actually capable of. Like, if you were to do this and have this be a drop base, you probably would want to add you would want to have it land like this, so you would probably need a parachute. And you would need...
You could do 5 small chutes to make up the 1 large grid chutes worth of capacity.
But then you'd have to super grid. Again, and that's what I'm trying to...
No, because we're already doing a small grid ship.
No, Kari, I'm talking about this individually being a drop base. A micro drop base.
Yeah.
And the only place you could put it, really fit it, would be on the back. You know? Perfectly, that is. Without interfering with anything else.
I mean, because you don't need to actually connect the chute to the conveyor network.
Doesn't it have to be on the center of mass, though?
So what you could do is put it right here.
But then that defeats the purpose of this being also doubling as a stair.
You grind the parachute off when it lands.
True. But would that fit in the space? It'd be very hard to... if the right's going to stay... This right side is going to stay open, then yes, it would work.
Yeah, this would be a temporary component that you would add on just for dropping this thing.
Yeah.
As a drop-in component. So you'd weld this on, load it up, drop it, and then
maybe a drop seat on the back, so you could technically use it as a respawn vehicle. And I'd probably put the drop seat right here. Yeah. But yeah, this would be the Space Engineer Special. It's fully power independent, and will do 1/3 of the food you need. What happened to the big red ship? Oh, you already said that. A turret Oh, they say you could technically add a turret to it, but if you add a turret, I would have a hard time trying to find an easy space that would fit into the slot outside of something off the slot side. But then you're removing one of the batteries.
Boom. Look. All right. Fits.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, then you could put a turret there. It'll only defend you on one side. But yeah, this basically would be the Space Engineer Special minus the seat that we'd probably put on the back on that refinery.
2 turrets.
Yeah. Yeah.
2 turrets fit.
And then a seat on the back of the refinery, and then it's a seat on the back of the refinery, and then that's the Space Engineer Special version of connector for our ship. That can also double as a drop base.
Why would you put it on the back of the refinery? You can put it there.
Can you use a seat as a staircase?
If you don't have my ping.
You'd have to jump at it at an angle. No. Not at that angle.
I mean, I used its collision to put me up here. So
You sprinted though, right?
no.
Oh. Oh, yeah, you're right. But I think I'm able to jump up this regardless of that.
Yeah,
No.
you can use the collision for a slight boost. It's only like an extra 10 centimeters of jump height. But
And it's very finicky getting it. So, yeah, now you have everything you need.
no,
You could literally
it's
drop
not
with
finicky.
this.
Here's what you walk into the chair, and
Yeah.
then you just walk and jump into the chair,
All right.
and
Um,
because it raises you up a little bit off the bottom, and then makes it easy to jump.
could you technically put a cryopod justifiably on the front of the basic refinery? Or would you put a bed there?
Cryopod would be better than a bed.
But then there's the hydrogen issue.
Like, sure, but
If it is
cryopod
technically a
gives you-
starter,
a
you could move this up one and
cryopod
put a
gives you the
small
medical
hydrogen.
components.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
you get 3 medical components, so you could grind that down and replace it with
Survival
down
kit, yeah.
to build a survival kit,
Yeah.
and you could drop in the cryopod.
And then you don't really need the seat, at least at the start, right?
But correct. But you would need to put a vent on it, and there's probably only one place you could do that.
Bottom.
And this is doesn't quite line up nicely because of that bit. Yep. So this is where you would have to put the vent.
Wait, solid half stairs? What is that? Why does it have an S? It's 1 block. It's not too wide. That's weird. So what you could probably do is take out that seat. Ignore that. You could probably take out the seat and put a stair there. Right?
The more useful one to be would be this variety.
Yeah, but you would want to but you would have a solar panel there. You have the solar panel, remember?
I know. I'm just looking and considering the varying
Yee.
aspects.
But yeah, I think on top after the thingamahoober.
Yeah. So that is now functional to do the thing and keep you from suffocating in the cryopod, but only once you drop into atmosphere.
And then a little bit of sage flare, a little lookout spot. See? It's just barely for a really early game, early starter base on an Earth like where you can actually breathe. This is actually pretty decent. Like I would drop on this if I don't want to give them wheels and I don't want them to have a rover, this is pretty good for early drop base.
Any of the planets that have oxygen and can be pressurized on,
Yeah.
this is really good.
Oh yeah.
Because this also is your instant oxygen supply with the vent.
Hold on, there's one thing I can do to make this better. Half light armor. Block. You might not agree with this, but bear with me. Bear with me. There. Now the lookout's a little bit better. You also technically get more room on the lookout, but that's not what my aim was. My aim was that looks technically better than what it did previously, because that stair made it look like the lookout was disconnected. Partially disconnected. Whereas this doesn't, and it also gives you a better, similar, but better range of aiming, because technically you could aim below you here, here, and here, and then you could aim out that way, aim out every way. The only issue is you can't aim at someone who's standing here. So it's got a blind spot, but it's got less blind spots than previous. And depending on how we build this would probably be, you'd probably get the parts to add that later. Or whatever, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe we could leave it on. I think it really just depends on the space we have. The stair right there, you probably wouldn't have, though, if we're being honest, because it has to slide up against the thing, and that wouldn't be there. But that's how, if in a perfect world, and you could, so it this right here would probably be perfect. What's up? Yeah. So this right here would probably be the. Oh, you added a light. I'd probably put the light again. Would you be able to? Is there that much clearance room on the left?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you could do that. So this is the engineer's delight. Let's call this the engineer's delight version. I like that better. Because it makes you giggle, secretly giggle. This is the Ultimate Edition. This is the Skyrim Ultimate Edition of extensions for this. This is the Ultimate Beginner right here. And this is the Skyrim Expanded Edition of Space Engineers version. I think the closest me and Kari would ever use for this, like, I don't think we'd ever use this to drop personally ourselves, because Kari's just so dang good at building that we would never need to do something like this to drop it. But like, if we wanted to drop a mobile fast travel save point, we'd probably take off the solar panel. Maybe leave the turret. I'd probably want to leave this here, just because, like, I like having a lookout, and I think it would be nice to have a lookout. Yeah. But then you'd have you could put the little teleportation mod thing, the teleporter thing, right here, on top of the cryopod, and remove the solar panel. Remove the solar panel, and you would add another battery right here, and that's actually probably what we would do. Well, for us. But this is the drop-based version if you wanted that. But this is what we're going with the this is the standard issue, though, so. Again, our standard issue. Who knows? Maybe we'll use this in a playthrough in a future series. Who knows?
Who knows? Anything's possible.
Everything is awesome. Oh boy. Oh, and hey, this would give us the front little patio. I like this door idea, because it's a double end. It'll be a double entry airlock. Is that what you're planning here? I like it. I like it.
This one?
Yeah.
No. Yes. Oh yeah, yes. So it can go
double entry.
This side.
Because technically, technically this would also could just be a patio right here, a micro patio.
Yeah. So
This
yeah,
is all.
what
Will
I'm thinking
this
is
right
that
here be a standing patio as well?
well, what I'm thinking is running those together.
Connecting them and
So
just
that it
filling it
kind
out,
of
so they're kind of
yeah,
recessed.
yeah. So that you walk in front of the cockpit
Yeah.
space to get to this section, and what we can do there is put
I wish they made a control seat that hovered above the didn't connect to the ground but connects it. That'd be so cool. Like a hovering control seat.
mm. Boom.
If it didn't matter, Kari, if it didn't matter, I would if we weren't doing specifically from the new things, I would probably have these cockpits.
Look, it doesn't freak out.
That's great, especially with your ping.
Yeah.
Oh, so this will be like a little dining room, a little
Yeah.
little kitchen dining table.
Oh, little picnic space on the outside.
Oh, we're putting this. This is gonna be the outside. Okay.
Yeah. Well, by setting it up to run with just a tiny bit of walking space. By running it just right, running a small, like just 1 meter of walking space around there,
Yeah.
it gives us all of that because we can run. I'll look at how much yeah, you can't even see what I just did. It does not impact your visibility at all.
I do like this cockpit. It's almost 100. You don't have to use your thing to basically look anywhere. I mean, you can. Oh man, you can look every Kari. You can basically see out of everything with this one. This really is the best cockpit now. Kari, we almost have a perfect 180-degree viewing.
Yeah. There you go.
So it's going to be partial. So it's going to be partially recessed, actually.
Partially. Not completely, but partially. There's like a bunch that we need to do to make everything work.
This is going to be so bad, eh? Are we going to put a little kitchenette and... Well, technically, we wouldn't have a kitchenette. You could technically have a full kitchen in this. And 2 bedrooms, 2 cryopods or more. Technically, this is big enough to where you could technically have 4 to 6 cryopods with how big we made this.
Do you think you can say technically anymore?
Potentially. I snuck a potentially just to tease. I love it. Love it. Now, seam-wise, do we need a block? Are these corners where the seats are those airtight? That corner? Or do we need to bring the seats one way out?
Yet.
All right.
I do not know yet. Just this will have a slight impact on some of our visibility,
but not enough to make it not be what we do.
But not enough to make it. It's just to create a shade space for the All right, let's bring the.
In this one, all I would be doing would be looking at you anyway, or you looking at me. So you wouldn't really need to see out of the right. You'd just see me.
Yeah, exactly. Which is why I said it's not enough to
make us
impact
concerned.
the
Yeah.
actual.
Because you get so much ability to view in first person with this anyway.
Mhm.
By the way, is this technically not the best cockpit they've ever given us?
It's definitely up there.
It's a bit chonky.
Hey, we also have an outdoor fridge for our drinks.
They probably won't be using in space. Unless we have that sippy thing that the... Which I'm still shocked on how that they made those work properly. Work so well.
Yeah, so sunshade.
Mm-hmm.
Functional sunshade.
Yeah.
Which will block radiation. So long as it's, directly above you.
Mm-hmm.
Able to look out at the view. Can be outside.
That's nice.
And walk around. Not get thrown off the thing. Actually walk around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that should be airtight, but if it isn't, I can just run a panel inside it to... If it isn't airtight, I can cheat the airtightness by running a panel along those edges. And then it will be airtight.
Oh, the new railing doesn't have a small grid version. Oh. Man.
Yeah,
No, none of the railing has a small grid version.
I know, it's always been a nuisance. There's a way to build railing though using neon tubes.
Right, but...
It doesn't look as nice, I know, but...
And technically you could use the panels, use the small grid panels as the base. Can you connect those could you connect neon tubes onto those panels? On the corner, on the side? The edge, whatever it's called? Or would you need a half block? Because you could technically replicate it. If you can use the half block, you could technically replicate these rails.
Yeah.
Kinda. I wish you could put that on the corner. On the exact corner, have it be exactly perfect. And then half blocks.
I'm just showing that yes we can. I'm just showing how we can build a railing in small grid, but we run into a problem in a space like this where it's actually too tight.
And now
I'm straight up trapped.
We could technically around the cockpits, but that's weird. Why can't you walk through that? Weird. You could technically make it one more out, or half a block out.
It's because it needs to be 3 small blocks before the. It's because of where the hitbox is on those things. It's really annoying.
Ugh.
Yeah, there's I could just pipe them differently to do a different.
Well, technically, I think you can use all panels. The different type of panels, you could probably use all panels.
Yeah, it doesn't look as nice.
Yeah, but we don't really have much of a choice, sadly.
No, but let's just give me a sec. I'm gonna do a thing. I'll do a thing. Just give me a minute to do a thing.
Corner bop.
Not yet. No corner yet.
Corner and an extra block. I just want a Space OSHA to be happy and not pissed.
Uh,
Waiting for a giggle.
yeah, you're not getting one.
Damn
Space
it.
OSHA can be as pissed as they want. I don't care about Space OSHA.
I love that joke so much. Oh, we don't want to call from Space OSHA.
I think that one.
That would be a
Yeah,
scary.
that works.
And I know I've said this before, but Space OSHA would be as scary as hell if it actually existed. Imagine the funding.
So this works, but it also obstructs vision from the cockpit.
Right. Okay, so back to Space OSHA. Imagine the funding Space OSHA would need to have the power to enforce railing in space. You would basically be having a space king. Space kings for all the different organizations. Space OSHA. I still love that joke. Oh my gosh, that makes me laugh so hard. Space OSHA.
Well,
Oh,
that makes
epic.
somebody laugh.
Yeah, me. And I'm very happy. I'm happy and glad that it did because it was worth it. Every single second of it.
Yeah, this one becomes
Like that?
No, can't be. No, it can't be a full block. It can't be a full block.
Oh, I deleted the door. Oh well. My bad.
My word.
So not used to the controls. Ugh.
The reason it can't be a full block needs to be a panel.
As long as it's airtight.
Yeah, it is airtight. That needs to be a panel because otherwise it causes collision issues with two people.
Cool.
Also, move your butt. Thank you.
Mwahahaha. I crouched. I turned around and crouched. when I thought you were looking through the door. Just because you said move that butt. So
You're standing in the doorway that I was trying to place a door in.
I know. You're using that gun, missing it. I'm just like, okay, I'll get it with a rocket.
Okay, I will switch my rifles out because I'm not using the rifle I prefer. No, still not using the rifle I prefer.
It's just so much
It's
destruction.
really funny. Yeah, it's really funny. When it comes to me having ping, the elite rifle is actually the best thing to use. It has a quicker ADS and it's
As
only
long as you
burst
got this,
fire.
and as long as you got the skill, it's more fun. By the way, what skin are you using for your gun? I like that skin.
I'm pretty sure it's veteran.
Nice.
I can check. Mid bay. Right, let's look CC.
I wish that they need snipers, man. They need like rail snipers. Well, that's time. This is time consuming to take these down.
Oh, no. I wasn't using any skin on the rifle.
Well, that's a damn good.
That was just the default model.
Then they definitely made the default is definitely better than it used to be. That's for sure. Did
Yeah.
not used to look that good, so they've changed that too, without anyone knowing. Yeah, that looks great.
This is the veteran.
Ray Efreet agrees.
Yeah, the basic the basic rifle is now just olive drab. In a satin finish, it looks like. Yeah, it's olive drab satin.
With burst fire, if you do it perfectly, if you do happy trigger, technically you can make it shoot like an automatic.
Mm-hmm.
See? And technically you can make it shoot faster.
Because of my, for some reason, I'm used to it with my ping. With this rifle, that I can get single shots off easier.
Yeah.
So I can treat it as though it's the precise rifle, or I can run it with the burst.
That's
So
faster than
I can fake it to either be the precise or the automatic with the correct trigger pulse timing.
Yeah.
Just keep continuous bursts happening. Or I can do burst, single, burst, single, burst, single.
Now, if you know how to offset the hang, technically you can use it as an ultra precise automatic rifle if you do it right.
Mm-hmm.
You'll blow through a crap ton of ammo, but
You'll blow through a crap ton of the most expensive ammo.
in the entire game, yeah. Outside of the rocket, the precise rocket.
Outside of the rockets and the artillery, it's the most expensive ammo per shot for the elite, because it's the MR30E magazine, which is wow, we've got a thing over here. Production.
Oh, I missed.
MR30E is 0.03 magnesium powder per, compared to the A, which, yeah, it's because it's the neck. No, wait, what? Wait, no, it isn't the most expensive anymore.
Wait, why use not on Power World? LOL. Why not use this on Power World? The game's fun, but it needs work. I think it still needs some refinement.
What? I've discovered something. There's been a rebalance.
Of?
The elite ammo is now the cheapest rifle ammo. Other than, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's nice.
Which means it's now actually viable.
Well, that's nice.
The automatic ammo is now the most expensive.
Huh. Interesting choice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, back to what we were building.
I very specifically need to be able to get distracted so that I can continue building something.
Is it the soldier you were talking about?
What?
The soldier rifle, right?
Veteran.
I don't have the veteran.
Yeah, because you're... Yes, because you're not a Space Engineers veteran.
True.
It's... And that's just so people understand that's not me being mean or anything. It's...
Yeah. You're good, Kari. I got you. You didn't do anything wrong. I swear.
I know.
I swear to
know
Glob,
you
I
know.
absolutely hate having to press OK just to have it actually switch her. Yeah, this soldier rifle sucks. It's just black,
Yeah.
no accoutrements.
Yeah.
Accoutrement. Ha ha.
To get the veteran rifle skin, you had to have bought the game before it went into the full release.
I think the closest I have is the Guile. It's just a camouflage.
Gilly.
The ghillie. No, that looks more like a ghillie suit than camouflage. Dang it.
One of my favorites is the chef.
Oh, he's saying why aren't we both playing Power World? I have the game. I don't know if Kari does, and we were already planning on this, so.
Yeah, I do not have the game.
Yeah. I'm honestly staying with the rainbow outfit because honestly, I can't find a rifle that looks better than the rainbow one. The gold one's a bit gaudy. I have never seen a platinum one. I'd probably do platinum if they had platinum. I don't have the lava. I traded that away. I gave that away so I could get a full suit of rainbow. So, and I don't think the rainbow looks. What'd you do? What'd you do? How'd you do that? How'd you do that? You can change yourself into a spider and a wolf? What, for real? Oh, what is this? When did they add this? Can you walk up walls with it?
Yes, you can. It's a little tricky to do, but yes, you can. Come on.
It wasn't stationary. I just connected it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome. All right, let's see how wonky the running looks on that. Ha! When you jump while sprinting, there's no jumping animation. It just looks like it's jumping and sprinting at the same time. Now, is there a... I didn't know you could do this. Now, quick disclaimer. How do I move back to first person? Is the first person not through the eyes? Is there not an attack with this?
Yeah, if you hold left click, I'm pretty sure you can attack. Wee. Puppy mode. Ruff. 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 Ruff.
Yeah, I'm holding left click. I'm holding left click and it's not doing anything. That sucks. Alright, where's the thing we changed ourselves on? Where'd that go?
The med bay?
Yeah. Oh, okay. If we could attack with this, it would be better. Oh, you can change the color of the wolf.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not really. It still looks the same color. Hold on. Yeah, it's still the same part.
It might be screwing with your suit. Wah, 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 wah. Oh, you have green blood. I am immune
I
to
can walk up
shooting
walls.
things.
Is this in the base game?
I don't know. This might be a creative mode feature for doing scenario stuff. Because you know how there's the replay function,
Mm-hmm.
the character replay function, with the replay tool.
Yeah.
This means that you can run the hostile NPCs with the spiders and wolves and have them run through specific replay things for filming. What most people don't understand, don't know, is that Space Engineers has a very powerful tool for machinima, which is really good.
I'm being chased by this maniac with a gun. It's so crazy. I have invulnerable and untargetable, so.
Also, you're in creative mode, so all I'm doing is breaking the ground.
Yeah. You know, if you're like a mod in a server, Space Engineer server, this would be so freaking scary to just come up to someone like this.
Yep.
And they're in creative and they can't kill it. It's just looking at them. Oh. Nightmare fuel, y'all. Nightmare fuel.
I've also just disabled global damage, so I don't create a bunch of voxel updates by shooting. Just so you are aware. Just why I can do this.
Ew! I've never seen the green spider before.
Oh yeah, it's gross. Okay, I'm not just hitting a focus issue, but my back is doing the things that it's doing.
Oh, you gotta get off? Alright.
Yeah.
Well, this was fun.
Yeah.
I've never played Space Engineers as a spider before, so. The sideways movement is
a thing.
A thing. It's not unrealistic. It's just
a thing.
Yeah, I guess that is the right use of that. And then forward to the left is even more of a thing. Or forward and left, forward and right, back and right, back and left. But yeah. Alright, female. Male just looks chonky. Male, we know what I've noticed? The female has the same exact size booty as the male astronaut. Well, this is a good start on our survival-proof thingamahoober. We'll probably work more on this next time so that we differentiate between the two types of streams. I don't know about y'all. I had some fun.
Mm-hmm.
And we will see y'all. Hold on, let me get to the little dining spot. Actually, I think the dining spot's a good place to close out the stream, honestly.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, actually, before you close it out.
Yeah. You want to get a screenshot? Since it whitewashes all, literally makes my whole screen, it's super bright and white every time I try. So, if you want to get one, that'd be great. Thanks for coming, Ifrit. Yeah.
Hang on.
Yeet.
See if I can get this to work.
Is it some kind of video recording thing? Or
No.
auto picture taker?
No. It's me being a little bit of a goober.
I'm a goofy goober. You're a goofy goober. We're a goofy goober. Yeah. Oh, you're putting...
Set you up, but what are you?
Oh, that's cool. How'd you do that? You dropped them there or something?
Difficulty.
Now, is there a way I can get the view of this without going too far out? I'd like to putting me pretty far in.
Yeah.
I thought it would go in further than this. Oh well.
What? I can't get out of it. Right, and then... Boop. Okay. Alright.
Oh, did you get it? Were you getting a screenshot in spectator mode?
I was getting screenshot in spectator mode. Yep.
Alright, well, I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope you'll have a great rest of y'all's day. And I will see y'all in the next one.
Bye-bye.